And I want to quickly touch on Metaplanet and the real estate investment case of Japan, because I think Japan is a country that has seen tremendous growth in the 80s, and with that came a real estate boom. There were low interest rates, and people funneled their money into real estate, and then suddenly over the past 20 years, interest rates stayed low, but what happened was the demographic change, right? But what happened in Japan is real estate lost its function as a store of value. And the reason is what Metaplanet came to understand, the business model that's centered around real estate, using real estate as an inflation hedge and then leveraging it to buy more real estate actually works much better with Bitcoin. Because you ask yourself, if we understand that real estate is going to collapse to its utility value, we have to ask ourselves, is real estate investing in the classical sense actually worth it? So there's huge risk that you're taking on to build real estate, and the investment cycle is very long. It can take up to 5 years. Now we look at the case of Metaplanet. So Metaplanet had actually a very specific situation because due to the Mt. Gox collapse in Japan, Bitcoin is not really trusted by the regulators, and there's a over 50% tax on Bitcoin, whereas if you hold a stock, there's around 20% taxes, and then if you hold a stock in a NISA account, which is a tax-efficient account, you have a threshold of, I believe, $15,000 to $20,000 a year that you can save tax-free. So now Metaplanet became the vehicle for a huge market, which is Japan, to get exposure to Bitcoin. And the way that they manage it is, they hold Bitcoin in the treasury. Once the equity, once the stock moves up, and it's worth more than the Bitcoin that they hold, they refinance that gap. They sell equity for worth more Bitcoin than they hold, and they take whatever they get, and they put that into Bitcoin. And they do it over a period of round about 2 to 3 days in a bull market. Now think about that. In a real estate bull market, you need 5 years to complete a project. With Bitcoin, you need 2 days. And Metaplanet was able to execute 60 Bitcoin buys in the last 12 months, and they've been doubling their Bitcoin stack round about every 60 days as well.